What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again. This is your match reaction to Leicester 1, Everton 1. A game that, again, Everton have failed to hold on to the lead, albeit it was smaller than normal. We've been in 2 goals. It's weird. This is a weird match reaction for me because, again, I feel like a substitution has weakened us. And we look tired. We look so tired. I'm gonna put a clip in here from John at the end, and John will give you his thoughts as well. But it's almost like we're 30 games into a season and we need a break. I can't believe these players look as fatigued as they do. And you know, we had chances today. Equally, Leicester did have a few as well. I'm not going to sit here and say that they didn't, but. You know, I didn't feel like we dealt with, Matavidi, the winger, particularly well. I don't think we dealt with him well at all. I think we were overexposed at times. I thought midfield worked hard. It was a workman-type performance with a little bit of quality at times. You know, some of the football at times was great, certainly in the first half as well. And the goal was a good goal. I thought it was a great pass by Ashley Young. Lovely reverse pass round the corner. Everyone thinks he's going to the right of the penalty area. You know, long switch almost from the edge of the box. You know, like a 20-yard pass, and he doesn't. He just cuts it inside. Lilliman and Dye beats a man and slots it bottom corner off the post into the goal. And I was buzzing. You know, I was happy. I was like, yes. You know, we looked good, and then there was a couple of other moments. You know, Lindstrom at the start of the game should have scored. I think it was 4 minutes. Ball comes over. Calvert-Lewin can't quite get there. Lindstrom is 4 yards out with probably the equivalent of a fairly open goal to a Premier League player, and he puts it wide. I thought it was Lindstrom's best game, though. You know, I'll give credit where credit's due. He looked a bit more lively. He looked like he was up for it. He looked like he could challenge, and he was quicker than, you know, maybe I actually envisaged. But yeah, defensively again, it's frailties. It's at the back again, and you know the corner's a joke. The corner, or the ball into the box rather. Let's just talk about the ball into the box rather. Is a joke how it's not defended better. I mean, fundamentally, it's a 6-yard line sort of scramble, but he's got enough space to sort of just slot it home. I was just really disappointed with a ball dropping down into our box. You know, we're meant to have 2 commanding centre halves. I just don't get it. Defensively, we look awful, and. By the way, you know, this happened a couple of times. A couple of times the ball would, you know, flick around the corner, for example, and the ball would come into the box. So there was opportunities where they could, you know, almost go down the left or right whenever they picked. I'm not as hurt today as I was at the Villa game. And I certainly am nowhere near as bad as I was at Bournemouth for the Bournemouth game. But it still hurts. It still hurts not keeping a lead. It still hurts the fact that Everton, yet again, I honestly thought they were in the game today. I thought we were in the game, but actually the last 10 minutes, it was kind of backs to walls at times. You know, Leicester had a few chances. They'd obviously also in the first half had that sort of cross where Pickford sort of kind of got it right, and Jamie Vardy tried to nudge him into the net, all banter and whatever. But yeah, it's a tough one to digest for me. And I look at the team, and I said to John at the start of the game, I thought it was fairly attacking, but it was still disappointing to not win. You know, when you go 1-0 up after 11 minutes, you do want to see you kick on. And I felt like we had the chances to do it. I felt like we had the players to do it. I felt like, you know, we were going to see something. And I honestly think Dyche killed us with that substitution for him. I'm not saying we would have gone on and won the game, but I just don't think it helped. I don't think it helped at all. Jack Harrison, when he come on, I don't think he offered a lot either. And I just thought we went from being a team that looked really capable of getting a result today to a team that looked not capable of getting a result. And that was, you know, it's the choices that are made in game that concerns me. And, you know, the Everton fans as always sing right out, and you know, you hear them from start to finish, you know, spirit of the booze, good as all sorts. But the players still fall apart a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm taking the positives. It's our first point. You know, we had 1 point after 5 games last season. We've got 1 point after 5 games this season. But I'm trying not to look at last season because it was so weird. You know, the league wasn't as good as it is now. I think you can definitely argue that the points deductions were almost a rally cry for Everton. Almost a, come on, let's get into this. And I remember the Man United game last season. We lost 3-0, but it was a great performance. And Garnacho sunk us after 4 minutes. You know, we didn't even get to the 10-minute, you know, boo and whatever. I just want us to win. But I feel better about that performance. But again, you know, I'm not necessarily going to say he was right or wrong today, but that's substitution for me. Whether he was blowing out of his backside or not, I don't know. But he was the most threatening Everton player, and yet again, he takes him off. And that's, I don't know how much I can deal with that anymore. So, yeah, that's me, and John's going to come in right now.
Hello, everyone. Michael's asked me for my thoughts on the game. I think the game changed when he took Ndiaye off. I don't get that sub. There's a lot of subs that he makes that I don't quite get. But listen, we've got the first point on the board for this season. Do you think we deserve more from the first half performance to do? Second half performance, I think they come into it. Was it a fair result? Probably. We did create chances. And, you know, we take a point away from home, especially the position we're in. But I still don't get the Ndiaye substitution. I think it stopped the flow of the game for Everton. Yeah.
Hey, it's cheaper than the ground.
We're on the road home with a point in the bag. Apparently we're 19th now, not 20th, so that's a start, isn't it? Performance-wise, I think there was fight. I don't think he's lost the dressing room just yet. I know I have said on the match previews that he's probably lost the dressing room. I think there was fight there. There was something there, but we're not good enough. That's what worries me. We're not good enough. Are they still playing for him? Probably. But then we had chances also. There was their keeper pulled off a save when we're through 1-on-1. And Ndiaye, for me, he's a masterclass. He's a masterclass with the ball at his feet. He works hard. When he loses the ball, he tries to win it back. But listen, all in all, a point away from home at Leicester. But I think we look tired. Got a few lads staying on the coach that are saying so much for Gaffer Day, that where he runs them into the ground to get the fitness up. Apparently we had 2 this season. I think that second one has probably killed them. But listen, I'm going to leave it there. We will do a debrief. Yeah. Disappointed. Only because we've come away and we've dropped 2 points after the first half performance. See you soon.